how you know that I love the winter time. What's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my other ones. Today I'm going to be talking about the pros and the cons of living in a studio apartment. If you don't know and this is your first time seeing my face, I do live in a studio apartment with my husband and my doggy. If you have not watched my studio apartment tour, I definitely suggest you go watch that. Then you'll understand a little bit more of what my space looks like and exactly what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I am going to start with the pros because honestly you guys, it took me so long to find cons for living in a studio apartment because I really love my studio apartment. I think this is the best studio apartment I have ever seen. Curtis and I toured so many studio apartments and this one just stood out the most out of all of the ones that we toured. The other ones that we toured were way smaller than this one, and some of them were even more expensive than what we pay for this apartment, and it was just not worth it. And here the amenities are so amazing, you guys, which I will get into, so you guys will kind of get a little feeling of what we get for the studio apartment. One of the pros I would have to say is that living in a studio apartment is definitely more of a homey, cozy feeling, I believe, in my opinion. Just one big box, like one space. So I just find it to be way more cozier. Like when I'm out and about and then I'm like just thinking about me being home, I love the thought of coming to this studio apartment because it's just so homey and cozy. What I mean by that is that you can be laying down on your bedroom and you'll still have the cozy vibe feeling because you'll be able to see your living room, and I like that. The reason why I say that it's more cozy and homey feeling is that if you light a candle, let's say, in your living room area, the entire house will smell like it. Whether if you're living in a one-bedroom apartment and if you light a candle in the living room area, you're most likely gonna get the scent of the candle just around the living room area and then not as much in your bedroom. And I'm all about cozy feelings, so I just light a candle every single day and my entire house smells like it. That is what I mean by cozy vibes, cozy feelings. I absolutely love it. Another pro that I would say is that it's such a small space that you do not have to like lose something and then go around looking for it. I lose everything, but I moved into the studio apartment and everything is just there, so it's really kind of impossible for me to lose something and not be able to find it. I don't know if that's just me, but that is definitely one of the pros that I have on my list. Something else that I really like about the studio apartment is not just the studio apartment itself, but the apartment complex. We get so much amenities for what we pay for this studio apartment. Another pro for this studio apartment is not just the apartment itself, but the community. They offer so many amenities, you guys. I absolutely love them. Like, we literally have a pool table, we have mountain climbing here, we have two big pool areas, and our pools have cabanas, they have grills, they have little couch seating areas. The jacuzzis are ginormous. Like I love it. What's so cool about this is that they also have a game room, which they have like an Xbox, a Wii, and like a bunch of other game items. Go into this room with your code because you need a code to go into every area that you're going to go to in this community, so that's why I also feel safe here. Really a big giant room where you can go in there with your friends and just play games. Like, that's crazy. Another cool amenity that this apartment complex offers is a theater, and I have never ever gone to an apartment complex that has a theater. Like, what? A theater? It's huge. Think of the movie theaters. That's what this theater looks like. The gym is huge, you guys. If you ever gone to Planet Fitness, think of that, but a little bit bigger. We also have yoga. This apartment complex also has fire pits, which, I mean, fire pits in an apartment complex is the best thing ever, especially for those you know, summer nights or even cozy cold nights. Like that just sounds really good. Also has a big giant dog park. Those were just some of the little amenities that we have. One of the most important things that I really like about this studio apartment is that it has a huge walk-in closet, and then it also has a big giant bathroom. When I thought about a studio apartment, I thought, oh, it's just a small box and the bathroom's gonna be really small to the point where I'm not gonna be able to move. The closet is not gonna be a walk-in closet, it's just gonna be like your normal slide doors closet. And that's pretty much kind of what I thought of a studio apartment. Out of all of the studio apartments that we toured, this one was the only one that separated the bedroom with the kitchen. So that is a plus for sure. Let's move on to the cons. Like I said, it took me a while to figure out the cons for living here because I love the studio apartment. I have nothing bad to say about it. I mean, everything is amazing. First con for me specifically for my studio apartment is that there's really no storage. But like that's the thing. When you're going to move into a studio apartment, you have to keep in mind that it is a way smaller space than a 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. There's no storage here, so for storage, we use the inside of our closet, and right on top of where the shelves are, there's a little like mini storage. I don't know what to call it. It's not really storage, but we just put our stuff up there from whatever fits. Another con that I have is you can't really host parties with a lot of people because it's such a small space. We don't have a dining room table or anything like that, so it's kind of hard to host parties or host events in our house. But we never really host any dinner events or anything like that because of how small our studio apartment is. Definitely one of the cons if you move into a studio apartment. So that's pretty much like all the cons. I don't really have like a big full-on list of what I don't like about this apartment. I love it, like I said. So that was it for today's video. Definitely some stuff to consider if you are planning to move to a studio apartment. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see more videos that have to do with my studio apartment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!